Welcome back, truth seekers and story lovers, to The Whisper of Truth. I'm Milton.
And I'm Jocelyn. And today, Milton, we've got a classic tale with a twist. One that really highlights something fundamental about human connection: trust.
Absolutely, Jocelyn. It's a story we all know in various forms, but putting a name and a face to it really brings the lesson home. Our story today is about a young shepherd boy named Sonny and, well, a rather unfortunate encounter with a tiger.
Unfortunate indeed. So, picture this for our listeners. Rolling green hills, sheep grazing peacefully like fluffy clouds. Idyllic, right? And in the midst of all this tranquility is our protagonist, Sonny.
Right. Sonny, a young shepherd boy, spends his days watching the flock. Sun warming his face, wind whispering through the grass. Sounds pretty relaxing, doesn't it? But for Sonny, it was terribly, terribly dull.
And that's where our story takes its first turn. You know how boredom can get to you sometimes, make you do silly things? Well, one afternoon, boredom nipped at Sonny harder than any playful puppy.
And a mischievous idea sparked in his mind. He took a deep breath, puffed out his chest, and screamed at the top of his lungs, "Tiger! Tiger, help! The tiger is attacking the sheep!"
Oh, Sonny. Now imagine the villagers below. They hear these desperate cries, they drop their tools. They rush up that hill, sticks and stones in hand, faces etched with worry. They're ready to fight.
But what do they find when they arrive, panting and out of breath? Sonny doubled over with laughter. The sheep are just grazing calmly, completely oblivious.
"There's no tiger," Sonny giggled, wiping tears of mirth from his eyes. "It was just a joke." Can you feel the collective eye roll from the villagers?
Absolutely. They're tired, they're annoyed. An old woman even scolds him, shaking her finger. "Don't cry, tiger, when there is no tiger, boy." They trudge back down, muttering about silly pranks.
But Sonny, he found this immensely amusing. He loved the attention, that sudden rush of people. And this, folks, is where the pattern begins.
Exactly. A few days later, boredom returns, and so does the urge to play the same trick. "Tiger! Tiger! The tiger is here!" he screams again, even louder this time.
And just like before, the villagers rush up, hearts pounding. And just like before, they find only a laughing Sonny and contented sheep. But this time their anger, it was far, far greater.
"We won't be fooled again, Sonny," the village chief roared. "This is a serious matter." They left him with stern warnings. You can almost see their trust in him chipping away piece by piece.
And then the inevitable happens. One gloomy afternoon, a real shadow falls over the flock. A lean gray tiger, eyes gleaming with hunger, slinks from the tree line. It moves silently, circling the startled sheep.
This time the panic is cold and real. Sonny's heart hammers against his ribs. This isn't a game. "Tiger! Tiger! A real tiger!" he shrieks, his voice raw with terror. "Help! Please, help!"
And here's the heartbreaking part. He screams and screams, but no one comes. Below, in the village, they hear his cries.
"There goes that boy again," scoffs a farmer. "Trying to trick us once more," grumbles a baker. They simply shake their heads and go about their business. They believe him to be a liar, incapable of telling the truth.
And the tragic consequence? The tiger, undisturbed, snatches a young lamb and disappears back into the woods. Sonny watches, heartbroken and helpless, as his sheep scatter.
He sinks to the ground, tears streaming down his face, real tears of regret and sorrow. His own foolish games had cost him dearly. He lost not just a lamb, but something far, far greater.
The villagers' trust. And that, Milton, is the core lesson here, isn't it?
It absolutely is, Jocelyn. From that day on, Sonny never cried tiger again. He learned a harsh but vital lesson. Lies can erode trust, and once trust is lost, even the truth may not be heard.
He became a diligent and honest shepherd, always remembering that painful day when his own lies silenced his cries for help.
It's a timeless reminder for all of us, isn't it? Whether in personal relationships or even in how we present ourselves to the world.
Indeed. Trust is a fragile thing, easily broken, and incredibly hard to rebuild. So the next time you're tempted to stretch the truth, remember Sonny and his tiger.
A powerful thought to end on. Thank you for joining us today on The Whisper of Truth. I'm Milton.
And I'm Jocelyn. We'll be back soon with more stories that resonate.
Now, before we sign off, if today's story about Sonny and the tiger resonated with you, if it made you think about the power of truth and trust,
then we'd absolutely love to hear from you. What did you take away from Sonny's lesson? Have you ever experienced a moment where trust was broken, or where telling the truth made all the difference? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below.
Your feedback truly fuels us and helps us pick the next powerful narrative for our discussions.
And if you enjoyed this episode, and you're keen to explore more moral stories, more tales that make you think, and more insights into the human experience,
then please take a moment to like this video, comment with your thoughts, and most importantly, subscribe to the Whisper of Truth channel.
Hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell ensures you won't miss our next captivating story and discussion.
Your support means the world to us. It helps us continue bringing these valuable lessons and engaging conversations right to you.
So for more moral stories that touch the heart and spark conversation, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We can't wait to connect with you in the comments.
Until next time, keep seeking the truth.
And keep trusting in good stories.
See you soon.
Good.